So I apologize in advance for the curse words and the Catholic girl guilt. And names have not been changed because the guilty deserve it, and and the others, they do deserve your love. So, April 2nd, 2003. All I've been doing since first period is cry, ask why, and try to figure out what's happened. Jesse basically told me this morning that he's not sure who I am, him, not me, and all sorts of jazz. So we've kind of separated, and I'm really scared that he doesn't want to reconcile. I kissed him today, and it was like kissing a really soft, cold stone. I don't really know what's going on with him, and I'm not sure why, but I guess he needs to soul search. And I'm going to respect that because I love him, and yes, he still loves me too. But God damn it! Tomorrow's his birthday! What the hell am I supposed to do with his present? As a side note, I got him a silver, engraved bracelet. I can't just throw it out. It was kind of expensive, and I still mean what I engraved on it. Time will pass, love will not. I just love him so much, and I don't know or understand why this is happening. I didn't even see it coming. I mean, he didn't even tell me that anything was wrong, and it just came out of the blue. For me, anyway. April 3rd, 2003. I gave him his present. He had a very neutral reaction. Who the hell says you can never have enough silver? April 7th, 2003. I just want him back, okay? Is that all right? Can't I just want what we had? Is it just too fucking much to ask from this world? All I want is for him to come back to me and tell me he's willing to work on whatever problems we had. And I think a big one is how uncomfortable I am about my body. I have no problem showing a little skin, but I remember how he used to lift my shirt high enough so he could take my bra off or just move it aside and kiss me all over. I'd worry that he thought my boobs were too small, or funny looking, or that he would think I was a little whore for letting him do things like that. Or that somebody would walk in on us and find us. I'm really not ashamed to admit, here on paper, the things that we did, but I'd really rather not go into detail because it's still hard to describe how his touch and his kisses made me feel, especially when his lips weren't on my mouth. And when his hands were otherwise occupied. I never really liked him touching me below the equator because it felt kind of intrusive and because it was much more fun doing it to him. I really loved the little noises he made, and for some reason, I wasn't as vociferous. That doesn't mean I wasn't appreciative. I guess I didn't want anyone to hear me because I would have made a lot of noise. Still, we never progressed any further than taking our shirts off, and I always had my bra on, and undoing our pants, usually his. The one time we ever had less on was at the beach, and that's the beach. And we had so many chances to have sex, but we never did. And I almost wish we had. I used to dream a lot about what our first time would be like. I can still recall talking with him and him asking me what I looked forward to the most. For me, it was the thought of lying there afterwards, safe in his arms, completely and totally fulfilled. He said he was looking forward to seeing me completely naked and exposed before his eyes and letting me see him the same way. It's kind of funny, but I never once wanted to see him naked or let him see me naked. Maybe the way I was raised has a big part in the way I feel about my body. Maybe once we're done this soul-searching thing, I'll be able to get over it, and maybe, just maybe, I'll still have a chance with him. April 8th, 2003. I feel so happy, really. I had a good day, and I feel good. I dreamed about Jesse last night, that he was back with me, and I woke up believing it was real. And when I realized it wasn't, I was sad. And then I realized I woken up smiling for the first time in this past week. I realized that smiling isn't a bad thing. So I was happy today and a little scared that everyone was worried about me because of my suicidal rage yesterday. But everyone still loves me, yay. Frankie, a friend named Andrew Franklin, did my tarot cards for me today, and all were relevant and painfully true. If I want to grow, I have to let him go. Even if we never get back together, I'll be growing in spirit, and right now, I need that spiritual growth. I guess I should explain something else now. I think I want to go out with Eric for a little while. And just because I'm lonely, and besides, Jesse told me not to wait for him. But I won't get as serious with Eric, I can promise that. After what happened, I don't think I'll ever be able to fall that deeply in love for a long time. After all, I am, and sung to the tune of Dr. Hook, only 16. April 9th, 2003. Me and Eric are going out now, yay! Caitlin was a little sad because her parents were going to let him go out with her, but she's okay. And apparently Eric pulled Jesse out of Spanish to ask him if it would be okay for me to go out with him. By the way, I was the one who asked, not him. And Frankie was a lot of help too. I feel so happy. It feels good. And by the way, I married him.